The Chicago Bulls are the real deal. I'm a believer in this team. I'm all in because offense was never a worry for this team with their collection of scoring and playmaking talent. They've just been even better than expected. Defense was supposed to be a concern, but Chicago ranks in the top 5 in defensive rating. The defense is led by Lonzo Ball and Alex Caruso. They're both candidates to be named to their first all-defensive team. These dudes are just everywhere, on and off the ball. They're disruptors in the passing lanes and a menace in man-to-man situations. They're both also really important to the Bulls offense with their shooting, playmaking, and just overall intelligence. Today in The Void, let's get more into what makes Ball and Caruso the connective glue on offense, how they lead the defense, and more on why the Bulls are absolutely for real. Lonzo Ball and Alex Caruso have both had lockdown man-to-man defensive moments this season against all-stars. Caruso is one of the quickest lateral defenders in the NBA, which gives him the ability to mirror speedy guards like Kemba Walker. He has elite reaction time, which is necessary to respond as suddenly as he does to dribble moves, and with his discipline, he's able to avoid fouling. With equally fast hands, he's one of the few defenders who can try to disturb someone as special as Steph Curry, as he does here poking the ball away as he brings it up the floor. Caruso can bother anyone, including a bigger, stronger scorer like James Harden. Caruso shut him down for multiple fourth-quarter possessions, stripping the ball from him on one occasion. He combines a high level of discipline and hustle to fight over screens, and the ability to be aggressive without committing fouls. And if dives on the floor for loose balls were tracked, Caruso would lead the NBA. Caruso and Ball are hard-nosed defenders. Ball spends plenty of time containing opposing guards, navigating through screens to prevent teams from cleanly running their plays, but he has often defended heavier guys such as Julius Randle. Ball has the strength and mentality to handle it, showing his own toughness and quick hands here to bother him. But he's at his best on the perimeter. Here against Jeremy Grant in the final minute of this game, he fights through a screen, then sticks to him, heavily altering his shot. And here's Caruso sliding in front of the guard before he uses a screen. That causes Caruso to switch onto the taller Brandon Ingram. But Ingram can't move him. Look at how Caruso just battles. He doesn't log a stat here, but his own aggression is what makes it a tough pass and leads to the turnover. They're both hyper aware. Caruso begins this play defending Jason Tatum, then switches onto Dennis Schroeder, stays attached from behind, and then blocks the shot. But let's rewind that and look a little closer because you can see Caruso leaps for a block attempt at the precise moment Schroeder elevates for his shot. Anticipatory plays like this come from understanding player tendencies and knowing what's likely coming. These guys use their big brains all over the place defending away from the ball, with both of them ranking near the top of the NBA in both steals and deflections. Lonzo is extraordinarily active. Johnson gambles for a steal, and then the Pelicans have a 5-on-4. But Lonzo rotates to right outside the restricted area to stop a drive, leading to a kickout, but then he recovers to block a 3. This happens on a near nightly basis by Lonzo. He just always seems to be in the right place at the right time. Like in this instance here, he's helping off of his own man to prevent an easy layup off of a cut by Rajon Rondo. Teams always gotta be aware of Lonzo, even off of inbound passes underneath the basket. In transition, he's one of the best stoppers. He anticipates which pass will be thrown, and he gets his arms in the way. Sometimes it's as if he can put himself in the mind of the ball handler, knowing where they're going to put the ball. Caruso, similarly, is also constantly in the passing lanes, picking off passes and jump-starting offensive possessions going the other way. Even if an opponent grabs an offensive board, they got to watch out. Like right here, Caruso swats it away, and that ends up being another possession for the offense, leading to a 3 by Ball. Both of them have elite level awareness. They make plays away from the ball that come as a result of preparation, film study, and awareness, in addition to their natural athleticism, reaction time, and instincts. Few players are as great in so many different categories, making Caruso and Ball two of the NBA's best defenders. On defense, Ball and Caruso are the guys who set the tone and have the greatest effect on the game. On offense, they're more supportive in ways that complement the scoring firepower of LaVine and DeRozan. LaVine is getting better every season, and he's matching last season's all-star production, and DeMar became one of the NBA's elite isolation scorers in San Antonio. In each season, he ranked third, and 10th in isolation scoring efficiency. DeRozan was absolutely incredible, despite being a not very good Spurs teams. Now he's surrounded by more talent. Vucevic, he's embracing his minimized scoring role at center, but he's still facilitating. And then you got Ball and Caruso. Both of them can cut, screen, shoot, pass, and make the type of quick reads that not a lot of players have the vision to ever see. And they're just straight up fun players to watch. Here's a 20-point game with 4 minutes left. You get LaVine still defending hard, and then Ball and Caruso making plays. Ball and Caruso have a habit of finding each other with instantaneous passes, and it's often a result of their defense. Here with a Caruso deflection before he gets the ball back and finds Lonzo with a ball. Or right here, Lonzo senses a pass is coming to Andre Drummond, then steps in front to take the ball the other way. There's a flow to everything they do, and as much as they like to find each other, LaVine is their favorite target. I love this play so much here. Caruso goes to the floor, and then Lonzo has auto aim on his pass. And LaVine, I mean, what a perfect fit for them to have a target like Zach LaVine. Lonzo can get creative with loop passes over the top of the defense or with bounce passes underneath the defense. Everything just happens fast with these guys on the open floor. And that's also true in the half court. Caruso keeps the ball moving in the half court. It never sticks. He makes rapid decisions. But Ball is more of the facilitator. Here, Chicago has Ball near the elbow. Meanwhile, LaVine is setting a hard screen for DeRozan to use as a cutter in the corner of the court. Ball finds him. He's great at finding rollers in the screen game too, whether it's Derrick Jones Jr. or Tony Bradley. And with Vooch, he has a big who can make perimeter plays with pick and pops. Or Vooch can short roll and pass. All the pieces connect, and oftentimes Chicago has 5-man lineups, all with guys that can shoot, dribble, and pass. Sometimes Caruso will be on the receiving end of passes as a shooter. He can hit spot-up threes at nearly 40% this season, and he's vital because sometimes, like here against the Nets, 2 defenders shade towards DeRozan. They want to stop him. Kevin Durant stands at the nail to protect against the drive, and then DeRozan just fires a pass to an open Caruso. If Caruso's covered, he can attack a closeout to create for himself or make a pass to someone else. It's the same deal with Lonzo. Lonzo has developed as a consistent three-point shooting threat at over 40% off the catch for a second consecutive season. But now he's even better off the dribble. Lonzo can let a defender go by, then side dribble into a three, or he can attack off the dribble in the pick and roll, step back to drain a three. This guy is just more comfortable than ever at pulling up when he has space away from his defenders. And the Bulls provide a lot of it for him by calling plays for him. Knowing the Celtics like to switch screens, here they have DeRozan set a pick for Lonzo, and that's all it takes to give him room to launch. Ball and Caruso both score in the paint by attentively cutting to the rim, giving their all-star teammates a target to find. Often they'll be cutting after setting a screen. Caruso was a screener for LeBron in LA. Ball was a screener for Zion. They're 2 of the best screening guards and wings in the entire league. Now they do it in Chicago. Ball and Caruso truly do it all for the Bulls. They're vital pieces in every phase of the game for a team with real championship hopes. To win a championship, your team needs to have stars. LaVine and DeRozan provide the scoring, but you also gotta have supporting players who fit. What were the Lakers thinking, by the way? Letting Caruso go. And same with the Pelicans. They have to regret not matching the offer sheet for Lonzo. Those 2 guys set a defensive tone, and there's buy-in across the roster. LaVine, DeRozan, and Vooch are all defending hard. You need chemistry too, and coaching, and these guys execute plays designed by their coach, Billy Donovan, to absolute perfection. Donovan finally has personnel he can work with in a creative way. Donovan had to coach Russell Westbrook, so ball movement was impossible with Russ in your team when, this isn't a knock on Russ, he's just such a demanding on-ball force. But they made it work and he won an MVP under Donovan's coaching. We saw Donovan could coach with more motion with post-Russ teams in OKC led by Chris Paul and SGA, but now in Chicago, he just has so much more talent to work with. It's a group of core players and a deep bench of versatile talent. It's just all feels like it's coming together all at once in Chicago. There is one thing though. The NBA's investigation into the Bulls for tampering to sign Lonzo Ball. The penalty could be high for the Bulls with fines, even suspensions. Woj said last week the decision will come soon, but regardless of the outcome of that, severe or not, it's not going to change the fact the on-court product is the real deal. The Bulls have all the ingredients to be a team that's worth believing in as a championship contender. Whatever the penalty, it was worth it. What do you think about the Bulls? If you believe in them, let me know in the comments below what you think they need to do better. Is there another piece that they can try to add? And if you disagree with the Bulls, if you're not a believer, I'm especially curious to understand why. Like, what is it that you're not seeing in this team? Let me know in the comments below, and then while you're there, please be sure to hit like and subscribe to The Ringer. Thank you again for watching. I hope you have a fun rest of your day.